Before watching this documentary, know that spoilers may be included ahead. You have been warned, and enjoy. In a world torn by chaos, an order rose. A brotherhood, a sisterhood, a gathering of heroes. They were the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Their mission? Protect the realm, seek the truth, and confront the unseen forces that would see it undone. This is their story. We start at a realm reborn between the time of 2013 till 2015. So what happened? After the devastating calamity, Bahamut's rampage in Final Fantasy XIV 1.0, the world rebuilds. The Scions unite the surviving remnants of two groups, the Path of the 12 and the Circle of the Knowing, to form the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. Why? Eorzea faced constant primal summoning, beings like Ifrit and Garuda, which drained the land's aether and endangered everyone. Also, the Garlean Empire, a militaristic superpower, loomed as a threat. Key events that happened during this time were the Warrior of Light, which is you as the player, who joined the Scions. We defeated the Primals, Ifrit, Titan, and Garuda, and we also confronted the Garlean Empire, which we faced Gaius Van Belsar and the Ultima Weapon. During this, we also meet the Scions, mysterious black-robed figures manipulating events behind the scenes, which at the end of this, the Scions are framed for the murder of the Sultana of Ul'dah, when they then scattered, presumed dead. Moving on from this, we reach Heavensward from 2015 till 2017. So what happened during this? The surviving Scions regroup in Ishgard, an isolationist nation fighting a century-long war against dragons, the Dragonsong War. Why? They needed shelter. Ishgard's conflict has root in ancient betrayal. Unraveling the truth could stop needless bloodshed, so they seek to clear their names and restore their reputation. Key events during this are the Dragonsong War. Discover the war is based on humanity's betrayal of dragonkind, when we also defeat Nidhogg, a furious dragon, ending the war. After this, we rescue the Scions. Y'shtola and Thancred, lost in the previous chaos, are found. We get to learn of the Warrior of Darkness, echoes of another world's heroes, corrupted in their desperation. And at the end of this, the Scions return to a wary Eorzea. The Guardians stir once more. Finally, we reach Stormblood, which is 2017 till 2019. So what happens during this time is the Scions aid in the liberation of two Guardian-occupied territories, Alamigo and the Doma. Alamigo is in Eorzea and Doma is in Othard. Now, why does this happen? So we wanted to free people under Guardian oppression, destabilizing the Empire's grasp over the world and preventing future wars. Key events during this are the Alamigo's rebellion. We help Lys lead a revolution. Doma's uprising, which is where we help Hien reclaim his homeland, and then we fight Xenos Yegalvus, a terrifying prince with unnatural strength. After this, we have the Scions continue, who are the black road figures who work behind the scenes, twisting the Empire's actions. And at the end of all this, a character named Xenos kills himself, or so it seems. Darkness deepens, a strange, soundless threat stirs beyond mortal understanding. Moving on now, out of the free trial period, we reach Shadowbringers, which is 2019 till 2021. So what happens during this is the Scions are mysteriously drawn into the First, a parallel dimension on the brink of destruction, by an overflow of light. So why this all happens is if the First falls completely, the Source, their homeworld, will also suffer a catastrophic collapse. And so we must save the First by restoring night, by becoming Warriors of Darkness. The key events of this are the defeat of the Light Wardens, which restored darkness to the First. We confront a prevalent Ascian named Emmet Selk, who reveals the tragic true history of their people, the sundered world of Amarant. We get to learn the nature of Hydaelyn and Zodiark, primordial forces of creation and destruction. And by the end of this, Emet-Selch falls. The Scions return to their world, but not without wounds, both visible and unseen. Moving on, we reach the final expansion for this main part, which is Endwalker, which was from 2021 till 2023. So the main thing that happened during this is the end of the world begins, which is kind of a tongue twister. The final days, a calamity of despair and ethereal unraveling. So why this all happens is the character named Meteion needs to be stopped, a being of pure emotion who spread despair across the stars. In order to save all life forms extinction, we end the cycle of rejoining, worlds merging through destruction. The key events of this is we travel to Sharlayan, Garlemald, the moon, also known as Mare Lamentorum, and beyond the edge of the universe, Ultima Thule. We confront Fandaniel and Xenos, Fandaniel being a Ascian and Xenos being a character we previously thought dead. We face Meteion, the Endsinger, a cosmic embodiment of despair, and we forge a new future, one not dictated by ancient power or broken cycles. And by the end of this, the Scions formally disband. Their work complete, their bond unbreakable. They leave to walk their own paths, though they vow to answer the call should the realm need them once more. So now we can talk about their core goals, their missions, and the characters themselves. So the Scions' core goals and missions, in all times, in all places, their missions remain constant. Protect Eorzea and the greater world from existential threats. Investigate and combat primals, Ascians, and other ethereal dangers. Promote peace and unity among the nations and people, while also unraveling and resist cosmic cycles of destruction, forging hope where despair would reign. As Alphinaud once said, we are the realm's shield and its sword, its dreamers and its guardians. Thus do the Scions of the Seventh Dawn pass into legend. Now moving on, we have the characters themselves. Minfilia Ward, the antecedent. Her role was the founder and first leader of the Scions. Her personal mission was to protect the people of Eorzea from the Primals and the Garlean Empire, and serve as Hydaelyn's chosen intermediary. Her evolution through this was eventually becoming the voice of Hydaelyn herself, merging with Minfilia of the first in Shadowbringers. She gives her life and essence to ensure the first survival. We have Alphinaud Lovelier. His role was a strategist, diplomat, heart of the Scions' political efforts. His personal mission was originally arrogant and idealistic. Alphinaud seeks redemption after his early failures. He matures into a true leader aiming to unite nations and end the cycle of war and hatred. His evolution throughout this is where he grows from an ambitious boy to a wise young man who places service above pride. His twin sister, Alice Lovelier, her role was a warrior, emotional anchor of the Scions. Her personal mission, unlike her brother's political mind, Alice fights for the individual, the downtrodden, the forgotten. She seeks to save lives personally and refuses to stand idle before injustice. Her evolution throughout the story was through Shadowbringers. Her bond with the people of the first shows her compassion is her greatest strength. Next, we have Thancred Waters. His role was a spy, a scout, and a guardian. His personal mission being that he's deeply driven to protect those he loves, especially Minfilia. After losing her multiple times, he devotes himself to safeguarding her reincarnation, Reen, in Shadowbringers. His evolution being he wrestles with grief, guilt, and love, ultimately finding peace in supporting the new generation rather than clinging to the past. Next, we have Y'shtola Rul. Her role was an archon, a mage, and a scholar. Her personal mission is that she seeks forbidden knowledge to uncover truths about the Aether, the world's structure, and the Ascian menace. Over time, she also fights to preserve life itself against cosmic forces. Her evolution in Shadowbringers, As Montoya, her master's name, she embraces the risk of forbidden magics to protect others, growing colder but more determined. Now we have Urianger Ogrelt. His role being a scholar, a seer, and a manipulator of fate. His personal mission was that he wanted to work behind the scenes to guide events towards the best possible outcomes, even if it requires deceiving his friends, which he deeply regret. In Endwalker, for his evolution, he drops the veil of riddles, revealing his genuine, gentle heart and desire to live in a world of hope. Now we have Tataru Taru. Her role was the treasurer, coordinator, and backbone of logistics. Her personal mission was to support the Scions however she can, raising funds, finding allies, keeping hope alive, and her dream is simple, a world where her friends can live happily. Her evolution is how she matures from a comic relief into a quiet hero, her contributions often meaning the difference between success and failure. Last but not least, we have Grahatia, who is introduced fully later into the story. His role was a historian, a mage knight, and a symbol of hope. His personal mission being originally a guardian of ancient Allegan secrets, he evolves into a companion determined to build a better tomorrow by standing with the Warrior of Light. And we get his evolution in after spending centuries steal away, he reemerges in Shadowbringers to support the Scions, eventually becoming one of the group's central pillars in Endwalker. And not to mention we have our minor or our important allies for the Scions, being Kryl Mayor Baldesian, who was a median Charlian researcher. Her mission was to seek the lost secrets of the world and support the Scions with information and wisdom. She helps reconnect the Scions during the darkest moments. Now we also have Reen, who was mentioned earlier, who is a successor to Minfilia. Her mission being to break free of her destiny and forge her own identity while saving the first. In the end, each Scion seeks freedom for the oppressed, truth beyond ancient lies, and survival against cosmic despair, while also making sure to hope for the world they chose to believe in. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.